Friends, I've had a father ask me a question about buying this guitar for his daughter. This is the Squire Stratocaster with Floyd Rose on it, the FR. And he says it's his daughter's first guitar, and he wanted to know if this would be a good guitar for a young girl. I don't know how old she is, and I don't know if there'll be even 15 people watch this video, but I did want to share my advice. He's asking about a really great guitar, which these are, and they're very flexible. I thought I'd play just a little bit of it just to show you the tone. These are clean tones. I'm playing through a GTX 100 Fender amp. So it does sound great. That's the bridge position. Here's the next position. It's 5-way switch. Great range of tone with this guitar. That's the middle position. That's the, actually what it is you've got, I think what happens is you're in between positions. If I recall rightly on this one, go to your single coil sounds, that's another single coil sound. These are humbucker pickups, straightforward full humbucker. Those full humbucker sounds are really great. I love this guitar. Comes with a Floyd Rose trim on it. Stays in tune really well. So yes, this is one of my favorite guitars that I've bought in the past 3 or 4 years. Roasted maple neck. There's so much to love about it. Fretwork is really great. Would I get this? I don't know how old your daughter is. Would I get this as the first guitar for your daughter? I know you've seen the pink one, which is really a handsome looking Strat. Let me say this about it. I'm going to tell you what might be the pros and cons of a guitar like this for a young lady that's starting out. And then I'm going to show you the alternative that I think would be better. But then again, the gentleman mentioned that she's kind of into jazzy tones. Well, you can certainly get them with this guitar. I mean, I think it's... The thing about it, it's a full scale length, like mostly adult men would play. Women do too, though. By that I mean it's a Fender scale length. It's 25.5 inches from here to here, so it's particularly made for people with medium to big hands, I would say. The Floyd Rose, if I were somebody starting out, I don't think I'd go with a guitar that has a Floyd on it. And the reason I say that is they're a little difficult to set up. If she's the kind of guitar player that might want to play with alternate tunings and stuff, and you know, she's a beginner, she might want to just start out with just her basic, what they call cowboy chords, and then move on. But a lot of times, young ladies, young players of any age that are starters might want to do a drop D or retune their guitar the way a certain song or something that they like off the radio sounds. And a lot of times those do include alternate tunings. And that can be difficult with a guitar like this. You have to have a Allen wrench to unloosen these things. And then you kind of do a balancing act with it. You actually, once you've locked down your nut up here at the top, then you tune it with these little tuning pegs down here on the bottom. And so, although this guitar stays in tune better than any Floyd Rose, I got 2 other guitars with Floyd Rose trims in it. Stays in tune great. I wouldn't want to be using this guitar for one that I would use for alternate tunings. This guitar is going to be definitely advantageous for if she's really into rock. If she wants to really rock it up, fuzz it up. It sounds great clean, don't get me wrong, but this guitar is kind of made for kind of a heavy rocker, I would say, or 80s type of rock. It could be, any guitar could be used anyway. Don't let me lead you down the wrong path. The things that are just beautiful about it is the neck is just fantastic. I've done a full review of this guitar. I think the pickups are great. I love the single coil pickup sounds in between. I love the sweep of range of tones you can get using your volume knob. The trim is awesome. It's just a fine playing guitar for the price. One of the better Strats in the Squire range, I would say. Very modern type guitar. Let me show you what I would get for my daughter if I had a daughter. Give me one moment while I switch guitars. So this is a Squire Jaguar. And I have to say, of all the little Squires that I've bought recently, this one is one of the most impressive to me. There's a ton of different tones you can get with it. You got this kind of circuit up here, your rhythm circuit. You can switch this thing up. You get this kind of more mellow jazz tones. Or you can switch to this bottom circuit down here, which depending on how you want to play it, you can do your back pickup, this pickup back here. There's single coil pickups, not humbuckers in this one. Nice bright sound that you can make even brighter by pushing this switch up. Or you've got your front pickup. I actually had both of them on that time. Now here's the front. Or both of them. I'm sorry, I'm doing it wrong. Here we go. Here, let's do the front pickup now. Nice bluesy tone on that front pickup, on this pickup here, or you got both of them together. Or you got that up here on top, which you can definitely roll the tone and stuff up or down. This is your volume. This is your tone. Now, I don't have the trim arm. I'm not sure what I've done with it. I've taken it out somewhere, but this also has a really good trimming. It's not made for dive bombing like you do with rock. It's made for like real gentle kind of. If I could do it with my fingers, I would. You could get nice little quiver tones and stuff. It works great. It stays in tune pretty well. The arm, typically in this kind of guitar, can get loose a little bit, but there's ways you can tighten it up. The thing you get with a guitar like this is a versatility of sounds. It too sounds really great jammed up if you want to rock with it, right? If you want to make it, but if you want to play more bluesy, jazzy type tones, I think this guitar is advantageous. I'm not sure if it comes in pink like your daughter wants it. Mine is black. I know they have a really cool seafoam green that I've seen. They have like a tobacco burst. Let me tell you the reason I like this one a lot is you can do those drop tunings pretty easily. It doesn't throw the trim out very much. It's real easy. You don't have to take a Allen wrench and unscrew anything up here to make it work. You don't have anything difficult back here. Everything just operates off these tuners up here. A good upgrade for a guitar like this would be locking tuners you can get for about 50 bucks. A company called Hipshot or Fender themselves make a set of locking tuners that works really great, or you can leave these vintage type tuners on there. But and I don't know to what extent the father plays guitar or anything either. To what extent he knows, much about switching out stuff on a guitar. But these are real easy to work with. They stay in tune well, flexibility of tone, and they have a shorter scale length. So rather than 25.5 inches, which is about what you get with the nut would be about this high on the Strat you're looking at. This is like 24 inches. And even though that doesn't seem like that would be much for smaller hands, let's say your daughter has smaller hands. To me, this would be just a fantastic guitar for a young lady. And you could get just as aggressive as you want to with it. You can get just as smooth or you get twangy. These guitars sound good finger picked, honestly. The trim works great. They're a little unconventional in that they're what they call offset body. Some people don't think they look good. I think they look very handsome. This would be my choice if I had a young lady, say 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and I was concerned about the size of her hands. Now that said, one of the best guitar students I ever had was a young lady named Emily many years ago. She played a full-size Strat, like I think it was an American Strat. I think her dad had really gone out and spent big time on it. And she, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, she had very small hands and she could play that Strat really well. And it looked kind of crazy on her. She was like 5'1", and she was young. She was probably 14 or 15 when I started working with her. Man, she got great. She was playing within a year or so. She was playing Eric Johnson stuff on this Strat, which is crazy. She was just an absolute prodigy. Maybe your daughter is too, but to me, yeah. These are just great guitars. The thing I would do, I would show your daughter the look of a Jaguar, and then show her the Strat. And if she insists that she likes Strat and she wants to look like whoever one of her heroes is, then go ahead and get her the Strat. I'm just saying the advantages to this, I think it's more playable for a young person with smaller hands. I think it has a wide variety of tones and it's less complicated. You can do alternate tunings with it. It's a cool little guitar that is easy to snazz up to if you want to. So that is my advice. There are many other ways you could go. You could certainly get a Telecaster of some sort. Here again, Telly's honestly, if she doesn't mind the long scale, if you're not afraid of that, they stay in tune a lot of times better than going with a Strat. I would think that my first guitar, if it had a trim on it, it would be something more like this rather than a Floyd. But if it were my first guitar, honestly, and I could get, and scale length didn't matter. In other words, if it being a shorter scale length, but like on this guitar, were not important, if she has big hands already, then I'd go with a Telecaster of some sort. It's going to stay in tune better. Again, give her alternate tunes, give her a lot of tonal flexibility. But here again, make sure that's what she wants. A lot of times it's about look too. A young lady might just be going for a certain look, or like I say, she idolizes somebody that plays a Strat or a Telecaster or a Les Paul or whatever. This just to me is a fantastic guitar for the price. I like it a lot. I pick it up more often than you would imagine. I have like a rack of like 6 guitars out in my sunroom, and when I go to play it, especially at night or something, a lot of times I pick this one up. This is the one I play just because I just identify with it really well. It feels very comfortable to play. I was surprised. I got it just on a whim. Didn't think I'd like it much. Just thought, well, you know, I don't have one of those. It'd be cool to have one. And I've totally enjoyed it. Don't let my opinion sway you too much, though. Anyone who watches this video, all you sage guitar players out there that have been at it like I have, and particularly if you've got a daughter, chime in. Tell me if you disagree with me. Do you think they ought to go ahead with a 25.5-inch scale right off the bat? Do you think that a Floyd's something you should shy away from? I kind of think for a beginner it would be. I think somebody maybe after you played 4 or 5 years and you know rock is the route you want to take, that maybe something with a Floyd Rose is something you'd want to get. I just think keep it simple and give them lots of tonal opportunities. The playability of both guitars is great. That's my 2 cents. I hope that's helped. I hope that's helped you with your decision. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.